Ooh, do I have a special treat for you lot. We had a bit of a video election. This video got the most votes, which is why you're watching it. So yep, here we go. We're going to talk about Boogie. Yeah, I know I'm a bit late to this, but you know what? You asked, you shall receive. So with that being said, anyone feeling like faking cancer for some money? I mean, talk about a lie just blowing right back in your face. This situation has just gotten so out of hand that it's become even more massive than the individual we are talking about. Boogie2988, enemy of the state, is at it again, pissing off the internet once again. Now, this isn't his first rodeo. This is a constant thing with him. He's always pissing everyone off, like, one way or another, because that's quite common with weak people like him. But I don't think he's coming back from this one. Oh, no. No way he is. You could stuff him in a coffin, but he'd just blow it up, wouldn't he, with his big ass? But of course, during the production of this video, he comes back to talk a load of bullshit on Twitter, and I am so not reading the whole thing. I'll only read a few paragraphs because I am sure there are other channels out there that will debunk it step by step. I'm sorry, I don't have the mental fortitude for slobs and I can't be arsed. So the following reads: according to the internet, I lied about cancer. However, for the last 2 years, I've been treating these symptoms of that cancer. Blood tests, medication, and so much more. We still have one test left to do. Verify which cancer it is that I desperately want. For now, we're just been treating the metformin with this cancer they told me I have. Oh my god, just admit that you love lying about cancer. You think I'm just going to sit here and read this long-winded tweet? I'm just going to save everyone the bother. You proper love it and you want what you can't have. End of. Boogie be like, but I want sympathy, Magic at the Gathering, and McDonald's. Woohoo! And I say, no, you're not getting any of it. Don't you think it's funny that the person who wants cancer is the cancer? I kind of find that quite ironically funny.
Just gonna get a little bit of cancer, Stan. Tell Mom it's okay.
Did I mention he deleted his Twitter and came back to write that sloppy gibberish? But to cut out all the fluff and get to the point. It's shortened like this. He's just basically making it about himself. And he's on the hunt for damage control. Oh, I've donated a load of money to charity. Translation, he means life savings on fucking crypto. Oh, a good deed there, and a good deed here, and a good deed everywhere. I'm quite the charitable guy, me. But KFC? Oh no, I don't think so. I can't donate that. That's a step too far. And of course, no alarms and no surprises. He's comparing himself to other people with cancer, making it about himself. Once again, pitiful and typical. But what you expect? I expected no less from someone who is the size of a planet. Everything's got to orbit and revolve around him. I mean, if you've been caught red-handed lying about your diagnosis for like 2 years, every line this clown ape brings to the dinner table is going to be immediately under suspicion. And guess what? What do you know? He's come back to face the music. And I can't be arsed listening to it because I understand that every word he says is like a loud fart. His contradictions are louder than the music he has to come back to. I could hear him all the way over here. Everyone is bringing up receipts, saying that you did this, you did that. They're all on the same song sheet that he's a liar. Like he loves bad attention, but he can't handle it. He fake cries and tried to fake a heart attack live. Like, oh my god, just stop. Get the fuck out of here. Just admit it. You love lying about cancer. You love lying about being skinny. Save everyone the bother. Admitting to the lie isn't enough. You gotta tell the truth, and that is, you love it. Now, if I'm reading this situation correctly as a fresh pair of new eyes, basically, he's had a history of crypto scams, and he's done one recently called Fatty or Faddy, whatever the fuck it's called, where he does like a piss poor interpretation of the Malteser Andrew Tate. And I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, this isn't Andrew Tate. This is Andrew Take Out, Take Away, the holy chippy destroyer that lies about cancer. And it's being said that he was offered 10 G's to promote this crypto scheme or something like that. And he admitted that it was a scam so he could treat his so-called cancer or something like that. I'm a little fuzzy on the details, but does that just about sum it up? And then he started like waving a knife on video saying he was gonna do something stupid to himself. I saw like a clip on Twitter somewhere. Before that, he was faking a heart attack, getting naked or whatever he was doing. But you know what? Why do I get the feeling that this feels like the YouTube imbecile equivalent of the Breaking Bad finale? You see, Boogie started off as like the Mr. Rogers of YouTube, kind of like Walt. But then he became Francis for a time. Then he became Andrew Takeout. And finally, Heisenberger. A full and complete transition, and it's nothing short of retarded. You see, Walt was diagnosed with cancer and ended up making meth so he could leave money behind when he's gone. But Heisenberger is built different. Ooh, he's a bad breed, this one. Heisenberger fucking scoffed it all.
This is actually, it's rock candy.
Heisenberger spent his whole life savings on sex workers. This was in the documentary he did. And their experience was so bad that they quit. And hang on a minute. The last time I checked the show, did Walter White despise the idea of charity funding his cancer treatment? Yeah, I remember. SaveWalterWhite.com, and he was spurging, ranting and seething, going off his head, being all like, I made this money, me, but I can't spend it because I gotta funnel me money to me son's website that's basically saying, give me your monies, I've got cancer. But yeah, he fucking hates that idea. He's pissed off that the money he's earned is giving him this reputation of a beggar. But here we have Heisenberger, the chippy destroyer, spending his life savings on crypto and sex workers. LA 10s, baby. Yeehaw. All funded by cancerous lies. Oh, and no worries, I got me guard up for this one. Oh, Walter White did this, Walter White did that. Yeah, but Walter White Heisenberg isn't real. Heisenberger is real. There's a difference. And he's coming at you live through the power of the internet, whether you like it or not. I'm the one who knocks on your microwave for some cancer and your fridge for some Mountain Dew.
Can I get a round of applause?
And what's really funny is, like Walter White, both of them have egos that are massively comical. Like, he thinks he's so smart. Didn't he botch his own job interview by calling himself a paedophile? And then after that, he got proper smashed on shrooms.
And when you Google my name, you might see rumors that I beat my ex-wife and I'm also a pedophile.
Right there is a fucking unemployment death sentence.
I'm the perfect victim. I have been victimized my entire life.
Be real with me. Do you really think it would be a good idea to go to a real interview and reference porn?
Like, he's off his head, isn't he? Like, who says in a job interview, by the way, I worked in the porn industry. I'm a YouTuber with 4 million subscribers who loves to draw out his gun, fire a warning shot in a school zone at a bird because a YouTuber came to my house after I challenged him to. Because I threatened to put him in a body bag that's big enough to put 10 of me in. I'm bigger than the law, donut boy. Like, you know who I am? I'm the guy that ate french fries on camera and got loads of views for it. Oh yeah, hilarious, magnanimous. Massive ape eats chips on a camera.
Can I get a round of applause?
Next on the PowerPoint, this man cannot stop oversharing everything about himself that's wrong or not right with him. And before he got caught red-handed lying about cancer, oh, he couldn't help himself. He just couldn't resist. He just proper loved just displaying and proudly explaining everything wrong with him, from disorders to disabilities to horrific experiences. And if you ask me, I think he's telling porkies. All contradictions and half-truths. And in no doubt in my mind, the reason why I think he proper loves it, because it gave him power and it made him feel untouchable. Like, what are you going to do? Make a fat joke? You're the horrible person here. Look at all these problems with me. I mean, he's probably made them up, but he displays them so proudly like fucking trophies, man. This is why I love playing the victim, because you can't touch me. Say the wrong thing and lights out for me, and you'll be the one unfairly labelled as a murderer. Maybe a bully for the giggles, and now your reputation as a human being is ruined. 1-0 for McDonald's. You see, the problem with a lie is that there has to be a kernel of truth to it. And that's where he's got you see. There's nothing wrong with him, but there is something wrong with him. So it's an in-between sort of thing. And that was his vice grip on anybody who would criticize him, like he's got you. Like before the whole cancer thing, say the wrong thing and it's lights out for me. And guess who's going to hold the weight of that burden? Wait. You are. If you ask me, that sounds quite diabolical. But add the cancer thing on top of that, monster. But you can't say nout because you're not a doctor. Well, I am actually. And I'm going to be the first doctor to tell you your diagnosis online. You proper love it. But then, all of a sudden, his gaslighting grip on his health fell apart when he was challenged to step up and prove it. No more of this McFlurry communism. It's time to put your money where your mouth is. Prove you got cancer or bounce. And if he can prove it, he would be given a large sum of Burger King monopoly money. So it was a no-brainer. Now, that is an offer you cannot refuse. 80 G's I think it is, just to show the info on his phone. But oh, all of a sudden, now privacy is an issue. The man who brought this on himself by airing all his dirty laundry out there because he got a buzz off it. Now all of a sudden, he's a private man. Gosh, typical low pig maneuver, man. But it's expected. But I've got something that I think I need to share with the world that not many people know about Boogie. Okay, he may be an open book, but there's something else you lot should know as well. Heisenberger, Andrew Takeaway, is actually part vampire. Yes, it's true. Nosferatu needs to stop attacking chippies. But he's got another craving as well, and that craving being your time, your energy, his girlfriend's early 20s, or whatever questionable age it might be. Calories indefinitely. The world's fucking resources. The guy's a glutton. Food isn't the only thing putting weight on him. You see, vampire, like, I mean, if you're a cup and let's say your life force is like your favourite drink, he's the fucking grifter with the straw. Hell, he'd fucking munch the entire cup. Why has he got like this, that's my pork pie attitude? It's all about me.
It's all about me.
Wait a minute, if he's like that with people, do you think he's like that with his dogs? His dogs, I mean, these ones.
Yeah,
Those fucking dogs.
this is the hard part. Back to reality.
Get the fucking dogs to help you out the bath then. Those dogs are fucking useless. Help him! And it got me thinking, like, why didn't those dogs help him out? And then I realised he didn't give him a fucking pork pie. He stabbed him in the back because what he was doing is giving his dogs Shaolin monk type training. And he told his dogs, if you get this right, you get a pork pie. And if you don't, you get bummed. So now it was like a fight for survival in that household. So those dogs had to understand Boogie's dog commands real quick. Oh, and a girlfriend as well, because, you know, diversity and inclusion. You gotta have that. So basically, it was nothing special. He taught them basic dog commands like sit, roll over, stay, how to lie about cancer. You know what you normally teach dogs like. He also found out that his dogs have gills, and he would teach them how to swim by drowning them in the fucking sink. So after all that adversity and all that hard work just to nail lying about cancer, because those dogs really worked hard at that, you know what Boogie did? The son of a bitch. He fucking took that pork pie and said, one for me and one for my hooker. And this just does the dog's head in, so they were trying to ankle bite him and everything. But sadly, they were no match for him because his legs were like massive. So Boogie, as a punishment, was like, now I'm going to eat all your dog food. Now, if you excuse me, I'm off to waddle to me PC to lie about cancer for money.
How many kids went on to get 4.5 million YouTube subscribers?
In conclusion, this person has been on the slippery slope for quite a while. But now, once you let the genie out the bottle, there is no putting him back. If you ask me, his days are numbered. He's finished. I mean, once you've been exposed the way he has, there's no coming back from that. I mean, to fake a disease that has brought upon misery to millions across the globe is absolutely detestable. And because he got caught doing it, his defense mechanism is to embarrass himself online publicly. Like, good thing for contingency plans, am I right? First, I'll strip naked on Twitch. Then, I'll pretend to have a heart attack. Then I'll bring a knife to my wrist and threaten to slit it. I mean, could you not get any more pathetic? I mean, what else is there to say? He's made his bed, now he's got to lie in it. He's brought this all on himself. He's had chances that people would dream of, and he botched every single one of them. The classic case of doing it to yourself. And by the way, as someone who's spent God knows how long in hospitals, who's had family and loved ones having to fight like hell to survive their health issues, not to get too much into it because it's very sensitive and very private. Unlike Boogie, I'm not going to air out me dirty laundry, but I will say this. Just how fucking dare you, man? I mean, that's all I have to say.